I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Let's talk. Today's topic is Cindy Bass, a Democratic councilwoman who has a new law, a new proposition called the Stop and Go Bill. Now, what this bill entitles is basically the ban of bulletproof glass. Now, what she feels is that bulletproof glass is indignant. Now, to quote her, she says, "We want to make sure that there isn't this sort of indignity, in my opinion, to serving food through a plexiglass only in certain neighborhoods." Now, what I can conduce from this statement is that she believes there is an indignity towards consumers and customers who are served food and other convenience store items in certain neighborhoods. Now, when she says certain neighborhoods, what I take from it is she believes that in the underadvantaged areas or ghettos, where there is a majority of plexiglass and bulletproof glass placed by owners and workers, she believes it is indignant. It removes dignity from the customers. Her bill, the Stop and Go Bill, is created to stop small stores from adding and keeping plexiglass. Her quote is, "The plexiglass has to come down right now." Now, in the article that I read, which will be linked below, there's a store owner named Rich Kim, who himself has a bulletproof glass in his store because of an attack that happened at his store. There was an attack with a knife that was involving his mother-in-law and a shooting that caused him to go out and place plexiglass for his safety and the safety of other customers. He was interviewed and he quotes, "If the glass comes down, the crime rate will rise and there will be lots of dead bodies." Now, from this article, what I see is an emotional councilwoman thinking through her heart rather than her mind. Now, thinking through the heart isn't in the term of love. It's thinking through emotions and not facts. She feels it is unfair that certain neighborhoods have a majority of plexiglasses in their stores. Now, let's take a deeper look into this. The neighborhoods that she refers to is ghettos. A majority of African Americans live in ghettos. This is factual. And Cindy Bass is an African American. Now let's take a look at crime. Crime rates in these underadvantaged, impoverished areas is much higher. Now, Ben Shapiro also did a video on how crime rates with particular races is much higher than other races. The reasoning behind this will also be explored, but this can be seen as a racist remark in the sense that because a community has more plexiglass than other communities, it is wrong. This is purely fictional. Crime rates in ghettos are much higher, including violent attacks and robberies. Let's explore why. The reason crime rates in these areas is much higher is because of the fact that there isn't enough jobs and there isn't enough of an income with these residents. Add on to that the glorification of crime and being a degenerate that is portrayed in popular music, rap to be exact. Now, as most of us know, rap is deeply embedded in black culture. Rap, especially modern rap, glorifies drugs and crime. Rap, being a black culture, affects the majority of African Americans. So this brings us into full circle as to why there is an increased amount of bulletproof glass in such communities. The bill that Cindy Bass proposes aims to take these down in an effort to create happiness among the community. However, what the community fails to realize is that the reasoning behind these bulletproof glasses being much more apparent and much more predominant in these areas is by their own fault. You can brush me off as racist or simply crazy, but there is a direct correlation between the reasoning of plexiglass being more prevalent in these areas than other areas. It's simple. If you move to an area where there is high crime rate, you will most likely get a security system installed into your house, possibly even security cameras. Does this make it indignant of you for installing such security systems? No. It makes you cautious and aware of your surroundings. By the logic of Cindy Bass, the very use of security cameras is indignant towards customers. By this logic, any and all security from any and all stores must be removed. Now, Cindy Bass proposes this stop-and-go bill in Philadelphia. If you are from Philadelphia, you have the right, the duty, to repeal both the bill and Cindy Bass as your representative. It's easy to play victim and cause hysteria in this post-Trump era. As we've all seen, there has been a great amount of light shed onto many conspiracy theories that have become true. There seems to be an agenda to take away rights, such as the freedom of speech, when it does not correlate with the view of the Liberal Party. So what's the truth? The truth is, this bill, along with Cindy Bass, is an attack at the rights of every American, using the Trojan horse of feelings, and disregarding the safety of consumers as well as owners of businesses. That's what it is.